So Ray, nowadays Liverpool are widely considered as Manchester United's biggest rivals.
Yeah.
So how did that rivalry sort of start and come about, and was it always evident?
I think Liverpool started the rivalry really. I think they built us up to be something they disliked. Probably because we were like the Hollywood team. We had the best lawn Charlton. They had, I can't remember really in the 60s who they had. But as it became successful, they always seen us as their main rivals. Between the two sets of fans, it got really, really bitter. And there's no way you can put your finger on it exactly why, because they played a different style of football totally to United. Their style was totally alien to what we were used to. I never thought they were a great team, Liverpool. They just kept winning. You understand what I mean? They're a bit like Chelsea. Now you look at Chelsea and you think, you're not a great team, but they keep winning. And there's just this, is it the manager? Is it the players? Or what is it? I mean, the mentality, you had Shankly, obviously, you had Paisley, you had great managers in the day. You've got to hold your hands up to them. And they kept churning these results out. Because they never bothered about beating United, the Liverpool team. They'd come here and just play for a draw, just bore the arse off you for 90 minutes and either snatch a winner or go away with a draw. And they're quite happy with that. But they'd go and beat Southampton, they'd go and beat the Stokes, they'd go and beat whoever else was round about there and beat all those kind of teams. And that's what won them leagues. So even though they were like light years in front trophy-wise, we were still their biggest rivals, and we just sort of loved that as well. But we built that up till we just said, we don't care who we beat, as long as we beat Liverpool. Now, turn full circle, over the past 10 years, 15 years, that's the way Liverpool have been. They became us. They didn't care who they beat, as long as they beat us, and United didn't win nothing. So it swings and roundabouts with everything. The actual hatred, I think, is between two cities. It goes back to trade, docks, the history of it. It's historically, the two cities don't get on. But if the two cities decided to get together and say, I tell you what, we'll take you all on, as a city, and two cities, they could do, because the mentality, they're so similar.
That's always something that I've thought, and it's not something you can say too loud, really, in either place, but the two cities, on paper, they have similar histories.
They're so similar.
Types of people, and a similar ethic.
Yeah.
And this rivalry, it doesn't seem bizarre, because, like you say, when two cities and teams are so similar, then there's always going to be a bit of rivalry. But I never really met any Liverpool fans. I never spoke to any Liverpool fans. I didn't see what was going on in the media when I was growing up, when I was only 10 years old. And for me, it was always just laughing at City. And that was my thing, really, just laughing at City, because that was me growing up.
Have you stopped laughing at them?
Well, no, obviously I've not stopped laughing at them.
Never stopped laughing at City.
But
they'll never let you down.
Last season it got to that point where it was either Liverpool or City to win the league. Now as I look back, and I think I've already seen City win it in my lifetime, I couldn't handle the thought of Gerrard lifting a Premier League trophy. What did you think at that point though, when it was either Liverpool or City to win the league?
What did I want?
Yeah.
I wanted City to win it.
By a mile?
Oh, country mile. Not for the fact, and people say to me, oh, that's because they're from Manchester. I said, no, not to do with the fact they're from Manchester. I said, the fact is, if Liverpool had won it, they'd still have been celebrating. You know, if City win it, it's over and done with it tonight. Because they haven't got a clue, they don't know how to celebrate. They still don't know what's happening to them. They're still bleeding giddy with the Arab money. They haven't got a Scooby. Them City fans, you can see them now in all the gear they run about in. They're just unreal, man. They haven't got a clue what's going on.
I mean, also you've got to think of Liverpool have won more titles and they would have been one closer to us. So
it's that, plus the fact that they were so up for it. I mean, I went down. I went to the Liverpool City game, Anfield, last year. I got tickets and I went down to see it. Because I wanted to go to a game that actually meant something after the season at Old Trafford. When I went to the game, it was like a celebration time at Anfield. There was parades on the way in. This is on the way to the ground. There's parades. There's banners flying. There's everything. They were so certain that they'd won the league. And I think, dear God, do not let this happen, because if it happens, it'll just be unbearable. It'll be unlivable. Not just with their fans, with the media, because the media were right on the case as well.
I think that the media, like last season, was my first time as a football fan realising just how, I guess it's cringy. Cringy is the word I'd use.
Towards Liverpool.
These heroic Liverpool team.
Yeah, towards Liverpool. That's the way it's always been. It's always been like that. The media, whether it be the written media or the televised media, it doesn't matter. You've got to watch Match of the Day now. I don't know if it's... They've got to be ex-Liverpool fans before you get on the media. Or you've got to be a total dope like Robbie Savage to get in there and people laugh at you, because that's got to be the worst pundit I've ever heard in my life, apart from Michael Owen. But Match of the Day is just infested with Scousers. And Fergie used to say the same thing. He said, what's the point of watching Match of the Day? He said, it's all Scouse pundits, and that's all it is. So if they'd have won the league last year, it'd have been parade after parade after parade, been banner after banner. So you think, well, just let City win it, because it'll just be over and done, because they haven't got a clue. They'll go back to Hyde and Stockport and Ashton and the rest of the places that they live. Because none of them live in Piccadilly, even though they like to believe that.
Yeah.
They go back to all the little outlying districts that they all live in and forget all about it.